Bukarik. Let's go for SHIBA. Okay. Daily time frame, that's the trend line holding the price back or down as an overall bearish. So long story short, for the bulls to take over, we need to see what a break above this one here, which is the last major high around the trend line. But like I made it for extra confirmation, like just a little bit higher to cover these highs, these lows, sorry, right here. So from a long-term perspective, to expect another big bullish movement on SHIBA, we need to see this break first, and then we'll be expecting a bigger bullish movement. For now, let's take it step by step, right? We are retesting the support zone, multiple rejections from here, multiple times. We even got a wick. So we'll be looking for a short-term buy, okay? Unless we break it downward like this, just like what happened here. If this happens and really close below it, we'll be expecting further bearish movements, okay? If you go to H4, yeah, I don't have it here, but we can draw this trend line. No, we have red here, so let's go for orange. Okay, this one is red. Why? Let me check. Oh, okay, the upper one from daily. And let's go for this one. As you see from my alerts, two, right? This is the first one. As you see, it's a clean minor support and resistance. So for the bulls to take over from a short-term perspective, because the zone is up there, which we want for long-term perspective. For now, I want to see this break. If this happens, we'll be expecting a bullish movement above this one, which is 0 points, like I don't know how many zeros, 12, okay? And then from a shorter term perspective, a very similar scenario happening here. That's why my alert is also here. So what I will do is I will add very like a very small buy here, and then I will add a bigger buy here, right? And then around this area, I will close my buy, and then if you break it upward, I will be adding bigger buys here. Okay, this is how I want to plan it. I got interest in APT token, kindly do NS of APT. Hello, Danny. Unfortunately, someone requested this previously, but unfortunately, like we don't have enough data for APT. So like, hopefully next week we would have data and we'll do it, okay? Okay, so like let's go for one more, which I told you about is Link. Where is Link? And I can give you a practical example. Okay, I can't find it. Yeah, that's it. Okay, so Link, XLM, and ALGO are forming very similar patterns. So like by going over Link, you're also like almost covered these three. On Link, we can see that we have been stuck inside this range. We previously were bearish, right? Making big low lows, lower highs, but the bears are exhausted because like they couldn't push lower as before. That's why we have a wedge pattern, not a channel. Anyway, we broke above the we broke like out of the trend line, but then instead of breaking up and breaking above the last major high, it didn't happen. Instead, we got stuck inside this range. Okay, so I personally entered a buy here, a small buy, and then I was waiting for the next one to break above this, which is the trend line and this high, and then I'll be adding more buys here. Okay, which unfortunately, like previously, didn't happen, and we rejected this area. Okay, so rejected this area, and since then we are stuck inside this range. Okay, now if we trade a little bit lower, you see my alerts, right? Looking for buy setups here, and or if we break above this long-term perspective, the bulls will take over, and this is the last high at this one. But for extra confirmation, I want the 10 to be broken upward, which is a round number, and so on. So I want to break not above this only, but above this entire zone and the 10. In this case, I'll be buying even more Link. For now, if we trade lower, I'll be adding some. If you go to H4 time frame, sorry, we have a channel forming, and for now, this is our last major high. That's it. Okay, so just like here, for example, if we break it upwards, we can go for a short-term buy, and if we keep on trading lower, we'll be speculating this movement, for example, and then we'll be updating this one to become here. Okay, and of course, if we trade that, if we trade this low to around the 5-6, this entire zone, I'll be even zooming into lower time frames to try to catch this buy. Okay, I saw link analysis on Cookman S looks promising. Yeah. That's it, Mac. I posted it today. Great. I'm happy that you are following me everywhere. Okay. Daniel requested sushi token. Before I go over sushi, let me go over XLM and ALGO because they are very similar to Link. If you go to daily XLM, waiting for this double bottom, waiting for a break above this area. From a shorter term perspective, this is our last high that I'm waiting for. Like I'll be adding some here, and if we trade lower, I'll be adding some here. That's why you see alert, second, third. Okay. So look for a small buy, and a bigger buy up there if you break above this. Same thing for ALGO. Sorry. If you trade lower, I'll be looking for basket ups here. If we go to H4, that's our last high. Okay, and if you go to daily, that's our major high. Now let's go for sushi, and then this would be our last one. Okay, these ones are old. Let's read it. Okay, this is also old. Let's read it. Okay, good. And you have it where this one? Okay, on crypto one main. Okay, good. Yeah, this is sushi demand zone. If you have any questions or if you want to go over a specific one, let me know. I can still go. I can still do like one more after we done sushi. Okay, so on daily time frame, we know that very similar to Link, we have been bearish, big bearish movements, correction, a bigger correction impulse, a smaller correction, and so on. And then we had a shift in momentum in the making now because we can see that the bears are exhausted, couldn't push lower as before. Previously this much, but look at now, it's going flat. Anyway, we got stuck inside this range. So long story short, for the bulls to take over, that's it. That's my alert. Okay. That's our last major high, and that's why you have also the low one here. Okay, I have it like down there, but now I should make it up here. Okay. If you trade lower around the 1 round number, I'll be looking for buy stops, and the 1 round number is a very strong one. That's it. Look at how price rejected it, right? So around the 1.5, I don't want to buy here. I want to wait for the entire range to be broken. Not even this high. It's better to wait for the entire range, starting from this area here. Okay, that's it. Okay, I'll wait for 1 more minute. If no question or token analysis pop up, we will end it. So if you have any questions or want me to go over a specific one, let me know in the members. Okay. Okay. So like Mac requested KCS. I'm very sorry I didn't see it previously. This one. Okay. So let's do KCS. Okay. KCS USDT. That's it. Okay. KCS, we have been bearish. We are currently stuck here inside this range. Clearly, for the bulls to take over, we need to see a break above this, which you can see better from daily time frame. That's it. Okay, my alert is already here. If we break it upward, we'll be trading higher. For now, which is like a scenario I don't prefer. If you break below this 8.5, break it downward, we'll be expecting further bearish movement on KCS. But for now, this range is still holding. Here we go. And previously on H4 time frame, we had this high right here, got broken upward, traded higher. Now we are in a correction phase. Okay, so big impulse. Now correction started because we broke below this low. And if you zoom into H1 time frame, now you can draw what? A channel. Yes, right? That's it. So for the bulls to take over again, we need to see this, and then a break above it. Or of course, this, break above it, or this, break above it. Okay. So we need to see a break above the trend line and a last major high. Meanwhile, we can trade lower a little bit before trading higher, or even lower and lower, dive till this demand before we trade higher. That's why we want the buyers to prove to us they are taking over before we go long. But things are looking good so far. The buyers are trying to kick in, but we rejected the 10, which is a round number, which we can see even better from daily time frame, which is the upper bound of a smaller range, this range right here. Okay. Okay. No. No, sure, Mac. Thank you so much for your continuous support. I very much appreciate it. We still have many members: Ace, Altuk, Lukarik, Danny, Jackie, DJ, Mac, Mark, Rose, Sonjak, Ishenna. If you have any questions, let me know. If not, that would be it for tonight. Okay, you're more than welcome, Sonjak. Glad to see you here today. Hopefully to see you next time as well. Yeah, Mac from YouTube. Cheers. Ace, you're more than welcome, mate. Mark, thank you so much for being an amazing host on every single session. Rose, you're more than welcome. Jackie, I'm happy to see you here today as well. I hope to see you next time. Bukarik and DJ and Ace and many of you DJ and so on. Like you guys never miss a session. So and also Joseph and Danny, you guys never miss a session. So I'm very happy and like I'm very like anyway, I'm very happy. So I can't really know what to say in English, but I'm very happy to see you guys here. Wishing you a lovely night. And now Mark, as usual, will initiate the robot. So best of luck on the draw. And I will see you hopefully next week. Have a peaceful night, everyone, and see you soon.